Hello, everyone. We are live with the last week of NBA standings and the last week of replay review. We will be doing some playoff replay review, but this is the last regular season week. And all of our playoff standings and playoff matchups for the first round are officially official. We know what our playoffs little bracket looks like. So let me just go ahead and tell the people that I'm live, and get right into it. Okay, the good news is that I won't have to end stream too early for D&D. Bad news is it's because of bad news. So there's that. Maybe I can talk to Mr. He probably won't want to. Anywhere else I wanted to harass people to join? I think that's about it. Okay, hello everyone. And anyone. We are back. We are back again. And I have results on my minor audio issues, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't really make any noise now, which is good. I can move my mic without it completely owning me on cam. But yeah, we are looking at the top 8s for each division because the playoff matchups have officially been decided. So yeah, very exciting news here in the NBA. We have some very interesting standings in some of the lower divisions actually. But I think almost every division except for Swarm with Sling dropping one game. Oh my god, wait, what happened here? Oh my god, that's crazy standings. Much closer here in All-Star than it was in in Swarm. Oh my god, look at the differences here. But yeah, we're going to go over briefly all the standings in the 4 different divisions. We got a couple there's a bunch more highlight submissions, but those are the 3 that I have notice of right now. And yeah, we're going to go from there and just get right into it, honestly. I don't have a guest with me currently. If there's someone who wants to be a guest on the later stream tonight, please let me know. We are happy to have you. We out here, yo. It's my boy Sal. Yeah, we're out here. So anyways, let me start with the big news first. I qualified for playoffs. Woo! I'm officially going to be playing in the playoffs for All-Star Division, just barely making it at 7th. I'm actually very surprised I made it. The standings for the 4 and 4s were extremely close, and my last matchup against Zap was not a very good performance on my end, I will say. So I can't exactly be too proud about that. Big dubs, exactly. But most importantly, let's get the big bangers out of the way. Riceman went 8-0, completely undefeated this season, with what some people considered the worst team of the division. It had pretty poor ratings all around at the start of the season, so Riceman definitely kind of proving that he's just built different. Now, this team, it actually does look very powerful. It's got a lot of big boomers, a lot of big threats on it, but the reason people rated it so low is because it just doesn't have the right roll compression and overall team synergy that you'd expect. It's got a lot of ghost weakness and dark weakness for that matter. It's got double psychic with Tapu Lele Victini, which is an interesting idea, but it's not really well backed up. It doesn't have a fighting type, or it has Great Tusk, but it doesn't have a lot of resists for the double psychic here, and it's very, very setup reliant. A lot of these threats, Regidrago, Celesteela, Victini, really want to be setup sweepers, so that does kind of fit how Riceman plays, but yeah, very shocking, very surprising. He went completely undefeated with this roster. In second place, Gensuzu with a plus 20 differential with his Electric Terrain team. Notably, though, only going 5-3. He did take 3 losses. Who did he lose to? He lost to Riceman. That's a big one. He did lose to Alfonso, and he did lose to Shoshin. Shoshin also qualifying for playoffs. Riceman and Alfonso all in the playoffs bracket. So it looks like, generally speaking, Gensuzu might have a really good record, but some of his notable losses are all in the playoffs bracket. So even though he got second place, he's definitely not locked in for high standings in the actual playoffs bracket. He is also my opponent for round 1. So if we look at standings here, Alfonso is playing Riceman, I am playing Gensuzu, and Shoshin is playing Overmat, with Skyhops and Vias being the last matchup. So yeah, Gensuzu had a very good season, had a lot of very dominant wins, and a lot of very close losses. Notably, you see Alfonso was a 1-0, it was a 1-0 against Shoshin, and Riceman was a 2-0. But then a lot of his wins, he got a 6-0 against Royce Snover, he had a 6-0 against Dicey Rice, so very dominant wins, 5-0 here versus Ozzy. So, very dominant wins, which is why he had such a high differential and took the second place spot. But having an Electric Terrain team, a little bit more of a not one-dimensional, but a linear strategy here, that proved to be very effective and had the right mix of offense and defense for sure. So he's taking second place. In third place is Overmat. This is a pretty expected position for Matt. People usually bless me, respect him pretty highly in this league. Well, respect is being a strong word. But notably, he did lose to me, to Riceman, and to Vias, who are all also in the playoffs bracket. So once again, a position where he's in playoffs. He had a very good differential, some very dominant wins. Here, going 5-0, 4-0, 5-0, 4-0 versus Camel. I have not actually watched this game yet, so I do need to. I'll probably watch that on stream, because I heard it was a pretty. I know Alfonso was hyped about the win. But anyways, yeah, definitely very good standings. But he is playing. Who was he playing again? He is playing Shoshin. Did he lose to Shoshin? Where was? No, I don't think they played. He lost to me, Riceman, and Viaz. So they didn't actually play during the regular season. Also, notably, I did not play Gensuzu during the regular season. And let me check. Did Alfonso play Riceman during the regular season? No. Okay, that's 3 brand new matchups here. And then finally is Viaz and Skyhops. Viaz, I don't think no, they did play. Okay, so that will be a run back from week 6. Notably though, Viaz did lose to Skyhop, so that is kind of leaning towards his favor in that matchup. It's a 4-0-2, so not particularly close. But yeah, they're playing each other, which is going to be a very close game. Be excited to see the run back there. Trying to see if there's anything else notably. The standings for the 4-4 players for who did and did not make playoffs was extremely close. I had a +1 diff, only just barely positive, and I was in 7th place. Alfonso with a net neutral, a 0 diff. Alfonso's with a 0 differential net, and a 4-4 record. He started on 3 losses and then had 4 wins into a final loss. Wow, that's a really up and down season for him. So at 0, he just barely made 8th place. Camel Convention. Actually, I'm gonna pull up his game against Matt real quick. That's one I wanted to watch on stream if it's not already there. Yeah, it's not. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I'll just pull it from the other thing. By the way, chat, if there is a match you want me to watch on stream, please let me know. Send it to me either in chat or DMs, or ping me in a channel where it is. Whatever you want to do, I'll find it. Here we go. This was the last match also of the season for All-Star. So we will watch that in a quick minute. Mild spoilers on what happens in it. But yeah, Camel just barely coming out at -1. And I believe if he had gotten one more KO, if you look at leaderboards, yeah, you can see the strength of schedule here. Oh, they had exactly the same strength of schedule. Oh, okay, that could have come down to some weird tiebreakers then. Yeah, definitely interesting to see that. Strength of schedule here also being very, very well rounded across the board. Like, there's some low points with Shoshini Riceman, but there's not a lot of like very high strength of schedules, except for Royce Nover, who did play a lot of the top seeds. Very interesting to see that. Skyhops with a 0.53 SOS at 4th place is pretty impressive. Same with Kinsuzu here. Kinsuzu did play a lot of good players in the top of the division. But yeah, yeah, very, very close race here. I don't actually know who would have gotten the spot here between Alfonso and Camel. Let me just quickly check. Did they play each other? They did. They did play week 1. Okay, so if they did end up having a tie differential, if there was one more kill in Camel's favor here, Alfonso would have lost out to the tiebreaker of head-to-head matchup. So very interesting to see that. So yeah, so that's the All-Star. 1 or less death, yeah, 1 or less. One KO was the difference here. 1 KO also been the difference between me and Alfonso, which is also very, very scary to see how close this race has been. And Zap and Dicey Rice both being at -2, so only 2 differential off of the 0 diff that Alfonso had to make it. Very, very close race. And then the 5 and 3s, just because of how many people were 4 and 4 did not have a chance to make it. But if you look at some of the other divisions, if we look at Truant real quick, we do actually see Roy Ace barely qualified for playoffs at 3 and 5. So other divisions, you know, if you're 3 and 5, you may have a chance, but in All-Star here, it's not going to cut it. Way too many people 4 and 4, making it a very, very close race all around. But yeah, big congrats to Riceman for going undefeated in the regular season. And everyone else who made playoffs, best of luck. Except unless you're my opponent, Gensuzu, no luck. I'm sorry. You can have fun, but I need the luck. I need the win. Me and Gensuzu go pretty well back, so I'm sure it'll be a fun game. I'll have some funny things to say to him afterwards. But yeah, I think I have a pretty good matchup into his team, but he has been playing really well all season. He's had some nasty setup sweeps using electric terrain, so definitely not a matchup I need to sleep on in any means, or I can afford to sleep on even. Going next to the Hustle division, Kung Fu Panda 4 coming out with plus 25 diff and also 8-0. I believe their team was really good, though. They were relying on Terra Hydrapple with the Iron Valiant. Oh, this team looks really good. They even have Cortana on here. Dang. Maybe a few missing rolls in here. I don't know what I rated this team initially. But yeah, going 8-0, absolutely dominant win. Very dominant season. Including a 6-0 on Luke Nukem. So yeah, very, very good season. And if we look at the lower standings, plus 3 4-4 was 8th place. So very, very different story here where there's a couple of 4-4s, but the diff is very noticeable between who made it and who did not. Plus 4 differential between Tylord and Hamburger for getting 8th place there. And Fennec having a 4-4 record but plus 10 diff. Kind of crazy to see, especially when you compare it to Dorky, who has a 0 net diff but went 5-3. So very, very interesting standings all around here in the Hustle division. And also note, if you look at the All-Star division, outside of Riceman, everyone in the top was 5-3 or 4-4. Very, very, very close race. Lots of 5-3s here, with Riceman coming out ahead with a completely undefeated season. We have a little bit of the same here. Lots of 5-3s, but Glumly did get a 6-2 record this season. So a little bit more weighted spread of diffs here. I won't go into too much depth about every individual team, but I just think it's really crazy to see Fennec Master. He had a really good early season from what I remember, and got a lot of diff, and then had some really close games, I think, to end it off. 2 big wins. Oh, it was a scheduling loss, maybe? And then a big win as well against Ryan. And then a couple of closer losses near the end. And then if we look at, at least Glumly was 6-2 with some very, very close losses. Only a 1-0 to Dorky. Oh, okay, that's going to be an interesting matchup. And a 1-0 to Martin with a bunch of very dominant wins as well. So that explains the plus like 15 diff. Plus 19 diff, dang. And Dorky having a 5-3 record with 0 diff is, yeah, very, very close win against Glumly. Wait, we wanted Dorky, not Glumly. Yeah, very close win here. Oh, very tough loss. Oh, their losses look like they got swept a lot. This one doesn't look like it's updated properly. But yeah, 2 very close wins against Mudkip and Glumly. Did Mudkip make playoffs? No, he didn't. Oh, he just barely was out of the race. Oh, just barely. So yeah, very, very close games in the Hustle division. The Swarm division, we also see there's another player who was 3-5 who just barely made the cut. Oh, and they were tied for differential and record with Dave Grigger. Let me just quickly check leaderboards. What was the strength of schedule? Oh, 0.5 difference there. Very, very strong strength schedule for Fairs and an average strength of schedule for Dave. Oh, we had some very weak strength of schedules here, though. Oh my god. 0.3? 0.36? Oh my god. Oh, one thing I will mention, our poor boy Eager at his 0-8. No wins. Huge diff loss with his mono 10 team. So we'll see if Eager continues to meme around or maybe pulls up the bootstraps a bit and drafts a better team next season. But very, very funny. And in the Swarm division, yeah, Sling almost completely undefeated. However, there's 3 other people who also had a 7-1 record. And so the real... Oh, it's also from head-to-head stand... Or was it strength of schedules standings? Oh my god. Sling with a 0.5 strength of schedule. Hippie with only 0.39. So yeah, notable differences in the strength of schedule for placements here. But yeah, we'll see Sling versus Fairs, Hippie versus Lethal, Lilia versus Garrett, and Drix versus Pabby. But notably, oh my god, these 2 players are also 6-2. Very, very weighted division here. Very, very, a lot of high-performing top players. and some lower records in the bottom. And in the Hustle division, we'll see Kung Fu Panda play Hamburger, Drake Wake play Glumly, Fennec will play Penziska, and Martin and Dorky will duke it out. Very, very close, both of these players also in standings. And then finally, we have the Truant division. And the Truant division, once again, we had a very close race at the bottom with a lot of 3 and 5s looking to potentially get in there. However, Roy is having the best diff, just barely made 8th place. And we also have another undefeated player at the top here, Corey, with an 8-0 record and plus 26. Very, very strong showing from Corey. I did rate Corey's team very highly at the start of the season. And you can kind of see why, because they... Why is they not KO? Was it a forfeit or something? Anyways, but yeah, very, very strong season from Corey with a very dominant team. My first glance at this was like, how did you fit all these on one roster? So very, very standing. Once again, 3 undefeated coaches this season between the 3 different divisions, which is crazy. Mr. Malong almost had more diff with 1 loss. That's holy. Did he just sweep through everyone? How many 6-0s do we have here? No actual 6-0s, but very, very lopsided. 5-1, 5-1. Did lose to Corey though in a very close game, 2-0. That was probably the tiebreaker there, or not tiebreaker, but the first place decider. And then a couple of 5 and 3s. Sky Knight and Fox Hunter both at 6 and 2, and Roy Ace, he must have had a really good couple wins. Oh yeah, he got the 6-0 versus Stormtide. Oh, that's actually a very important. That's a playoffs matchup too. And a 3-0 here and a 4-0 here. With some other, not quite close, but a 1-0 loss to Soup also. So yeah, very, very close division. In terms of, there's obviously the high players and the low players, but individual players having just little bits of differences to get into playoffs there. With that said, though, I'm just gonna get right into individual replays. Let me just make sure there isn't anything I'm missing here. What did I make my... Yeah, there we go. First season just here for fun, and I don't know my season, but yeah, have to rematch Fox Hunter. Yeah, so you wanted to watch that that match, the first matchup? Let me see. I can watch that on stream if you want. I don't remember if I watched that one or not. It was week 6. There we go. I don't know if I reviewed this game or not. Did you end up winning this or losing this? Because that can really dictate the pace going into a matchup. You end up losing. Okay. So you gotta come back with the salty run back. Let's see. Lead Clefable. We'll just go through this. I'm pretty sure I might have watched this game already. That Ice Beam did 0. That's got to be. Oh, it's not even AVE. Okay, just tanking that with a natural Spit F. Sludge Bomb. Doing nothing to Drapion. Switching out to Lopunny. Lopunny is a huge problem for certain teams, so gotta respect this threat. In comes Ape. Takes the U-turn. Okay, that's good. That's good. Rage Fist boost there. Nihilip has to get forced out though by the Moonblast, and Drapion is gonna get destroyed by that. That's Life Orb, not Specs. Okay. Ursaluna comes in. Oh, and it just gets blown away. Okay. Thought you were Specs. Yep. Understandable thing to forget there. 29 for the, oh, that does nothing. Oh my god. Yeah, Permarina. This is part of the reason why Permarina is ranked so highly, is because that dual stab, that Moonblast Surf coverage just completely tears through teams given the right situations. Big Hurricane coming out, gonna not get the confusion. Okay. Rock Blast coming out, taking down the Azelf. Okay, okay. But I think we're gonna get Lopunny in here to revenge this. Becomes a Psychic type and gets killed. Okay. Wait, why Psychic? Why not? I guess you can't Ghost against it. Volt Switch comes out. Nihilip in on this here. Gonna go back to Electrode. Hurricane just barely doesn't kill. Thunderbolt gonna do nothing to Dragalge. Honestly, forgetting about Life Orb is one of the biggest, like, easy to improve on mistakes people make. Just taking that extra second to read what your opponent do, or like if you skip through the turn, you'll miss things like that if you don't do it. That's why I don't like to skip through turns when I'm playing game. I know some people do, especially if they're used to playing on ladder. But yeah, something that can cost you games if you're not careful. Okay, and getting the 3-0. That Zapdos put in a lot of work. And Primarina getting a few more kills than it probably should have, so. Oh, Terrorblast Psychic makes sense. Okay, yeah, it's just shame you took so much chip there. But yeah, very good game from Fox Hunter, and Sao definitely has got some things to improve on coming back to this matchup, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in playoffs for Truant Division. The next match I wanted to watch, though, was this game, which was Camel versus Matt, because this game had a lot riding on it for both of these players. Not so much Matt, but this was Camel's chance to qualify for playoffs or not, and it was also what decided if go back to All-Star, if Alfonso made it or not. So very important game. There's also Alfonso also played their game this week. They played Bunhara, which was also mild spoilers on what happens in that game. Also very impactful for standings. So yeah, quick attack Lop. It could have also been fake out. Like that's something that pretty common on Lopunny. So a little bit frustrating how it has like the double priority options. But yeah, definitely Lopunny kind of clutching up there to get that win. Looking at this matchup real quick, we see Matt has brought Terra Water Stakataka. And I'm trying to remember. Oh, Terra Electric Ceruledge from Camel. I'm trying to think what Terra Electric Ceruledge would be for. Maybe it's just defensive typing. I believe this is Rapid Urshifu, not Single Strike. I could be wrong. I believe Matt has Rapid Urshifu. It's a little bit annoying how the team preview changes what it looks like, but and nothing else out of the ordinary here on team preview. It looks like they brought almost all their top mons. No low tier heroes coming out here. Okay, so we lead with Venusaur. This is Mega Venusaur. This is a good lead into Clefable. Gonna get a big Sludge Bomb off. And Clefable just gets Rocks up. Okay. Letting the Clefable take that much chip early is a little bit potentially dangerous. Why is Zapdos not a real sprite? What happened to Zapdos, bro? Hello? Yo, Stormtide, how's it going, man? Congrats on qualifying for playoffs. Okay, big roost from Zapdos. Defogs the rocks, okay. So we've got the nickname Never Forget, followed up with the 911 was bad. Classic nickname scheme. Cinderace comes in here, she's just gonna U-turn probably. Ting-Lu, also weak to U-turn notably. That's gonna do a big chunk. 34, that's, it looks like not a lot, but to a Ting-Lu, that's a lot. And just gonna U-turn again, yep. Camel kind of stuck in the blender here. Okay, Torn comes in on that U-turn now. And then Stakataka comes in, gonna go straight back to Venu. Immediately Terra's into the Gyro Ball. That did a lot, actually. Okay, just gonna spam Gyro Ball, or Euro Ball. Giga Drain on the Zapdos. I think, yeah, that second Gyro Ball looked like it was just a call out to see, are you gonna actually recover here or not? And then, yeah. Misses the Hurricane, classic Matt. I'm sure he mulled about how much that mattered, and he lost the entire game on the spot for that. But, you know, Oh, I called it. I called it immediately. Yep, checks out. Haha. She's gonna get a rematch against Stormtide. Oh, okay. We got some. We got another heated rivalry here in the Truant division. Looks like it was probably Specs Flamethrower. This is probably Scarf or Shifu. Go straight back to Venu. Big Zen headbutt. That was a very dangerous click in front of a Chi-Yu. Yep. But now Chi-Yu gets a free attack. Is this not Scarf? Oh, it wasn't actually Scarf. Okay. Okay, kind of playing the, I guess maybe that made sense, because it could come on Chi-Yu for free there. Also, not clicking the Psychic when, there wasn't really a resist for it. Did it not have Psychic? There was no Psychic resist. So I just went straight for the overheat. Maybe did overheat do more? There's no way. No way that you don't click Psychic on this situation, right? Like, what's coming in on Chi-Yu Psychic? Attack is Terrid. Did it just not bring it? I don't think Matt has a Dark type, though. Mist Ball does take out the Clef. Cinderace comes straight back in, and it's just going to let Latias die there. Latias, I guess the rest of the team is all physical attackers, so it kind of done its job. I don't know what exactly. We saw Defog and Mist Ball. Torn comes in. Misses Icy Wind. I don't think that mattered, actually. If anything, yeah, I wanted that to hit. Yeah, Matt with the dang wanted that to hit. Earthquake doing nothing to Staka, and it's going to get a kill with Body Press here. Venusaur comes in. This is a free Giga Drain. Garchomp comes in. That makes sense. Yep, and this Earthquake should kill. No, it just Swords Dance. Oh, this is going to click Sleep Powder? No, it's not. This... Okay, wait, is Matt going to mauled about how many hits he gets? Let's see, only 2 hits? Is he going to mauled about it? No, okay, he didn't actually bite. Oh, he gets a crit on the 1 hit. Into the 4. Oh, okay, okay. And this is probably game. Unless he gets only 2. Yeah, nope. Gambling on the scale shot. Okay. Yeah, oh, it's Balloon, Terra Electric. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, and unfortunately, yep. Scale shot with the, Wait, why didn't he bring Terra Fairy? Fonzo owes me one. Show team. Dang. Okay, Garchomp with a big sweep there. Yeah, very standard mat spread here of Adamant 16 attack with a bunch of other stat investment. Max HP. I had Aqua Tail, Earthquake. They just went full setup sweeper on that. Cinderace was Boots. Stakataka was Assault Vest. That makes sense. That's also probably why he stayed on the Venusaur too. Max attack. Excuse me. Zapdos was Boots. Bizdef invested. Yep. Shifu was Assault Vest. Ah. Is that why? How much did it take from that overheat turn? Big Zen. Maybe? Wait, is it Specs Chi-Yu? It was Specs. Oh. Maybe Matt knew that based on the damage on Zapdos. I just thought it might have been an offensive Zapdos that lost a speed type, but I guess that makes sense. Full Fizz Def Venusaur. Defog Recover Thunder Wave. Utility Mono Mist Ball? Wait, why did Chi-Yu not have Psychic? Why was it Lava Plume and Flamethrower? That feels like a huge missed opportunity. Why would you not bring coverage for your, like... Why would you not bring coverage for your #1 check? I feel like if he had Psychic Chi-Yu, he might have actually qualified for playoffs. Does Psychic kill or Shifu there? Let's hold the calc. I believe it's this one. Yeah, and it was Timid. This was Urshifu. You want Rapid Strike. What was his spread? This one. $168 HP, Force Spit F. Overheat Flamethrower Fire Blast. Dude, this thing's... Why would you... Okay. Maybe he knew something I didn't, but like this Psychic always kills, and there was no switching for it there. If he had brought Psychic, I think that game might have been... That kill would have been just enough for qualifying for playoffs here from Camel. Very unfortunate missed opportunity there. Urshifu did have the Aqua Jet, but that wasn't doing enough to Chi-Yu there, I don't think. Matt also did not respect the Psychic. I guess he couldn't really afford to let Stack Attack come in on it, so yeah. Anything else out of the ordinary here? Matt, a full Fizz Def Leftovers Clef with T-Wave and Moonblast, yep. Urshifu was Assault Vest, just 4 attacks Adamant. Zapdos, Volt Switch for, yeah, very standard. Fizz Def with a little bit of speed. Stack Attack was full. Cinderace was full. Yeah, pretty standard brings from all of them. But no Psychic on the Chi-Yu. Huge missed opportunity, I think. I think that's what cost Camel to not make playoffs here. Torn was Life Orb. This was Adamant. Terra Blast, yep, very standard set. No Shadow Sneak, notably. I guess he needed Terra Electric for something. Also, Glowking didn't come out from Matt this matchup at all. Which is very non-characteristic of him, but it makes a lot of sense into this matchup, specifically with Chi-Yu and Sarah Ledge. 2 different ways to threaten its Psychic typing. Dang, very close game. Or actually, no, not very close game. Not a close game at all, but I do think Alfonso should honestly be thanking not Matt, but Camel for not bringing Psychic there. Because that one kill is what would have made the difference between him getting into playoffs or not. So, yeah, very unfortunate to see that. Next game that we had set aside was Skyhops versus Riceman. This was the game that basically determined if Riceman was going to make it. Oh, wait, he's got Triple Monkey. Oh, he's memeing on this. Wait. Wait, did Skyhops qualify for playoffs or not? I don't think he did. No, he did. He did qualify for playoffs. Wait, why did he trade for Triple Monkey? Why did he bring... Did he try to throw his seeding? Was he trying to not match up into, like, me or Alfonso? Or Camel? Oh, probably trying to dodge Camel or something. That could have been it. He was trying to dodge Camel. But yeah, intentionally, looks like... I don't know why he brought Triple Monkey, but this looks like it's going to be a funny game. We have Terra Fire on Simisear. And he didn't bring his other Terra Captain. And then over here, we have Terra Poison on the Regidrago. Let's just get into this. Let's see. WTF, I was joking, bro. Wise old sages. Okay. Simisear is the lead here. It's going to immediately Terra Fire and do 61 to Tapu Lily with an overheat. And it gets a light screen. Oh, it screens. God. Bruh. The bruh on the Simisear here. Oh, Thunder Spam. Okay. That worked somehow. Is this gonna... Yo, we get the 1? We have a 1 counter? No, there's no counters! Where's my counting? Where's my the count? Finally breaks through and kills the Irachi with that Earthquake. Okay, and almost dies to Life Orb. Goat. Simisear comes in with the Grass Knot. Quillfish comes out. It's Nasty Plot. Oh. Oh? Immediately lowers his own attack. Okay. I don't think he can touch Victini at all. I thought you were Scarf. Hydro Pump, okay. Wait, this is Scarf Simipour. Oh, it misses a Hydro Pump. And this gets a Blight Screen, which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh, that wouldn't have even killed. Wait. That Hydro Pump wasn't even going to kill. This must be like full speed F Lele. The spirit of Jeldio lives on. That's a good one. And Celesteel's gonna set up behind screens. This might just be over now. This is just spamming Hydro Pump. Wait, it's sub too? Wait, what's going on? Freaking noob needs hacks to win. It's so BM. Okay, double speed boosted. Simipour, my good fellow. Simipour, my good fellow. What the hell was that? Damn. Poor Simipour. Acro gonna chunk through the Dragonite. Fire Blast is gonna break sub. But I think the Celesteela just wins from here. No way you live this, right? Oh, he's Sash! He was Sash the whole time! Oh my god, he was Sash the whole time. Okay, never mind. I disrespected the goat. Disrespected the goat Simisear. Misses an overheat. Oh, yep. Rapid Spin. This is now gonna clean. Unless Iron Moth's booster speed. Simisage comes in. Gets owned by Ice Spinner. Yep. Headlong Rush kills the Moth, and that's game. Dang. Skyhops, I think he threw intentionally. I think he didn't want to risk getting a matchup he didn't like in the lower standings, and so he brought the Monkeys as a good send-off. I mean, he was locked in for playoffs, I'm pretty sure, because he was he was 5-2, which was basically guaranteed for playoffs, given how the standings were shaking out. So very, very funny game. I believe that had a bunch of monkey reacts on, actually, now that I remember looking at it in the highlight submissions channel. We got more? Oh wait, is it already playoffs games going on? Eager. No one monkey react. How did no one monkey react that? Hello? I'm gonna do the work for them. There we go. Next highlight submission though was Glumly versus Rowan. Ronan Sting, I believe. What do we got for Terra Caps? We got Terra Fairy Teapot and looks like Terra Dark or Shifu Single. Very, very threatening Terra Captain. I don't think any of these other matter. Let's just get right into it. Glumly, I did say, had a very good team at the start of the season. I don't remember how I rated Ronan's, but I think... Did both these players make playoffs? This is Hustle. No, Ronan did not. Oh, this might matter this might have been a game that mattered for qualifying for playoffs. Poison Jabs on the Celebi. Celebi's just going to get chipped with double Psychic as rocks go up. Oh. Crobat comes in. Corviknight comes in. Okay. Respecting each other's options there. Defogs the rocks. This Brave Birds for chip. Not quite doing 50. Crobat notably looks like Boots. He got the Boots with the fur. Actually, no, he was Boots. He came in on rocks earlier. Both U-turning there. Slower U-turn winning out. Rocks go up. I don't know. I guess it was going to threaten with overheat here. Gets the defog. Okay. Sandy Shocks comes back in. Okay, Sandy Shocks just playing around the Rotom here. He gets rocks right back up. Overheat gonna chunk Sandy Shocks though. And that's gonna Volt Switch out. Going to Gouging Fire. And reads the switch there. Gets the Volt Switch off. Slowbro comes in on Gouging Fire. It's a good matchup for Slowbro. Okay, okay. Psychic Noise on the Celebi. Notably going to cut its healing off, which is huge here if it has Recover or Giga Drain or any sort of move here. Pressure on the Corviknight. Tricks. It looks like it's Choice Scarf. Okay. Heal Block ends, but so it doesn't get the recovery there from lefties. And Scarf Corviknight is a huge nerf to this mon, but it's just going to U-turn out. Funny that actually Celebi was still faster, but if Corviknight didn't have any speed investment and Celebi did, that makes a lot of sense. This Scald is going to do 24 is nuts. 24 to Nihilego is crazy work. Like I know that this thing's a special defense beast, but that's sad. Holy. Didn't even have a burn chance because of the misty terrain. I guess Ronan doesn't really have a good check for this, though. Crobat comes in. Brave Bird doesn't kill. Oh, no. Is this Nihilego gonna take away with the game now? Because he lost his Scarfer. Celebi's no longer Scarf. Poltegeist his Scarf? Dang. N-Yum. What is N-Yum? Jack, can we get an N-Yum? Can we get an N-Yum? Okay, Urshifu gonna get the U-turn. It's a Life Orb. Okay, didn't even Terra there. I don't think it really mattered too much, but... D-Dance on the Rotom. It's gonna Thunder Wave. Yep, we did see that come out earlier, but I don't think Ronan has a real opportunity to try and win the game. Otherwise, outside of going for this D-Dance here, goes and go for the Scale Shot. Does kill the Chomp coming in. So he's now +2 speed, but paralyzed, so he's Nets neutral. Urshifu comes out. I really did not think you would have T-Wave. Or that you would T-Wave. I don't know what the Bzzzt is for. Corviknight comes in. This is Scarf Poltegeist. Terra Fairy. Shadow Ball. Okay. That was a ballsy Shadow Ball, actually, with Urshifu potentially coming in. Gouging Fire comes back. Poison Jabs. They hit the Fairy. Close Combat. Kills. Okay, Rotom Heat is still healthy, so this Poltegeist can't win. Goes Slowbro. Oh. Oh, was that enough to kill Urshifu at that range? Gets the paralysis off. Wait, this is actually very close. Overheat does hit. Gets the Shadow Ball. And then I think Urshifu can revenge here. Very, very close game. Okay, I see why this was in highlight submissions. Because that Poltegeist, I think actually, yeah, he would have been in range of Shadow Ball, actually. If this was like Modest Scarf. Hoping for that for a T-Wave dodge. Sucker Punch does a lot. Fair. Kebia Berry. Oh, it didn't ever Calm Mind. Oh, okay, that's why that did so little. Soft Sand, Sandy Shocks. Soft Sand, Sandy Shocks. Okay. Had both hazards. No Power Gem. Wait, what? I would have definitely ran Power Gem into a Rotom Heat matchup. Scarf Poltegeist was modest. Yep, absolutely. Also had Trick and Psychic. Gouging Fire was loaded dice. Adamant. Max attack. Yep. With a lot of Spadef, actually. Makes sense. Crobat. Very standard. It looks like, yeah, max HP defog. Also Scarf Celebi. Double Choice Scarf here. Very interesting. Double Trick Choice Scarf. Very interesting. Rotom was full. Oh, it's modest. Max HP, max attack. Okay, that explains why that Overheat did so much to Sandy Shocks. Also modest Slowbro. Okay, offensive Slowbro. This was full Fizz Def. This was Assault Vest. Okay, I kind of guessed from that Scald damage, but dang. With Timid Nature. And I think it was speed. I think it was set up for special attack boosting? Or did it speed boost? I don't actually remember. I know it speed boosted, didn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, oh, it's special attack boosting. Okay. I thought it was speed boosting for some reason. Okay, so maybe he didn't put the right investment in here, or maybe the 32 HP was for something specifically. Life Orb Urshifu, Adamant max attack, Terra Dark with Sucker Punch, just to have the stronger priority option. And then Garchomp was max HP, max attack, Adamant. Yep. It was just bulky Mega Chomp. No setup. Very, very close game. Anyways. Next up, we already watched this game. Let me pull up the next replay highlights. We had Lethal Blue versus Fairs. I think this was in Swarm. Oh, we see a Rufflet. Oh, wait. Rufflet mentioned? Is it a Teleon? What the Terra Cat? Okay, we got Terra Hydrapple. And it looks like we've got Terra Fire on the Bramblegast. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yo, Marty joined chat. Oh, yo, people popping up for our boy Marty. Nickel Beam damage. Oh. Shukaberry on this Glowking. Future Sights. Okay. Pickle Beam did not go all out for that attack. Inteleon comes in. Oh, yeah. That got owned. Okay. I would have gone back to Slowking. Beer, please, man. I think that's an inside joke. That sounds funny. Rapid spins the rocks off. This isn't Terra. Gets owned by knockoff. Oh my god, okay. What is going on? This thing looked like the Terra Captain, but it didn't Terra. Wait till all the names are revealed. If this Rufflet gets a KO, Alomomola, Mew, beer, please, Matt. I see. I see. I think I see the picture here. I think I see the picture. Chiller reception. Okay. Going. Flipping out here. Straight up flipping out. Gets a KO. Is in. Fireball not actually gonna kill because of that snow. Thermal Exchange gonna give it that attack boost. This is a very, very scary Baxcalibur right now. It looks like Hydrapple's the dedicated sack here. Doesn't even terror it. Cinderace is in. Is this gonna Sucker Punch? Or is this Choice Scarf? It does go for Sucker Punch. Okay, Chilling back out. Looks like no Thundurus is coming in. Actually, that makes sense. Yep. Supercell Slam on the Thundurus. Not enough to take out Alomomola there. Slammed and welcome to the jam. Slammed indeed. Big U-turn. Wait, the Alomomola's name is Royce Snover. Gets a KO. Royce Snover, Mew. Beer, please, Matt. Please, no. Please, no. Weather Ball Ice coming out. That Rufflet did get a KO. If this Rufflet gets a KO, Royce Snover owes me one. Beer, please, Matt. D-Dance Mew, okay. Acro with the Flying Gem. No! Bird up! Third strongest Brave Bird in the game, by the way. After Squawkabillion, Staraptor, 07s. This should be GG. Didn't know gems were illegal. Yep. Classic, didn't know gems were legal. Oh, wait, is this? Oh? Oh, it lived. Wait, why didn't he Glaive Rush? Wait, Glaive Rush was stronger. Why didn't he Glaive Rush? GU Psychics? Wait, this can just Terra Dark. Or not Terra Dark, yeah. owned by the protein there, dang. I gotta mark Rufflet as having a kill angry face. Oh, that's funny. That's a good bet. Mega Mawile, Flying Gem Mew with Triple Axle. True Swarm game. AV Mola. Choice Band. Oh, it was Choice Band. Okay, that makes sense. Choice Band Rufflet. Oh, it was Banded Rufflet. Oh, okay, that's heat. And then Hydrapple with Yachi Berry. Max attack, sub 3 attacks. Oh, that Inteleon was Specs. Okay, it got owned for nothing then. There's also, what else got O-code? Or boy, Bramblegast. String Sap, Power Whip, Rapid Spin, Nightshade. Pax could have swept a DD'd on the sucker. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I lost the 50-50 situation. I see. Oh, and that's why it has all the bird reacts. Cinderace versus Rosie. This is the next wild RNG finish. Is what the caption is on this. Let's see. What does this replay like? Once again, another Cinderace game. Literally from both sides. We got Terra Captains of... I actually don't know. Oh, Terra Ground or Shifu single, probably? And Terra Poison Bulu. Your idol? Oh, yo, it's got the K-pop Demon Hunter's nickname. Hey, yo. That's a good color scheme for that nickname. Leftovers Coco. Gets the Toxic off on Bulu here. I believe this is Terra Poison, so... That was a risky Toxic, because if Bulu just Terra Poison turned 1, then it would have not been affected by that Toxic. Corviknight just going to pivot out. Good old U-turn. Big Grass Knot takes down Swampert there. Would there be Specs Grass Knot? Okay, so your Lorb I can't read. And I don't think he counted for Grassy Terrain on that calc. Okay, Bulu just dies. Was this Bulu not the Terra Captain? How it's done. These are all just K-pop Demon Hunter's name. Your idol. How it's done. Takedown. Wait. Okay, so they had to switch to Cinderace against Urshifu. They wisped on the Diancie coming in and then Iron Headed it. Yep. Classic, it gets steel coverage move situation there. Iron Bundle whiffing the Hydro Pump into the Freeze Dry with the Yachi Berry to take the Ice Move better into Mirror Coat. Wait. Cinderace with an early GG. Okay. Scald on the Coco coming in. Also Soda Pop Melodic. Ayo. Is it just going to keep spamming Scald? Okay. I guess they have to respect the Zeraora coming in on Electric move. U-turns out. Corviknight comes in. Rocks are up. Do we have up chance? Are people upping? Nope. No ups. No ups in chat. Sometimes you gotta be your own best chatter and type up yourself. Flip turns out. I think I'm out of range for that Freeze Strike probably. He's gonna close combat. Oh, that just kills. Okay. So that's probably banded then. Trapaghost gonna Terra Shift. That's gonna pivot out. What is he gonna do here? Yeah. You gotta be your own up. You know, just Terra Starstorms needs to guarantee that Urshifu's forced out there. This is gonna U-turn again. Oh, Jirachi's golden. Yep, fair. This was Score Suite. Is that a song that I don't remember? I'll have to double check. Cinderace does get the kill there on Iron Bundle. Wait, is this Scarf Cinderace? Oh no, he sacked Cinderace. He sacked Iron Bundle. Oh, he gets the para! No! Oh, that's evil. Oh, that's tragic. Tapu Koko just gonna roost to full here. Toxic's on the Zeraora. We've seen its full moveset. U-turn Toxic. Thunderbolt. Roost again. Oh my gosh. U-turns out on the Cinderace. Not gonna let Zeraora come in on that potential Thunderbolt. This is also gonna U-turn. Zeraora is back in. Does he not have a move on Terrapagos to hit Corviknight? He's gonna Volt Switch. Thunderbolts. Actually did a lot. I don't think this has anything to hit Coco. can roost again. This Coco's used 5 roosts, which is a lot. That's a record number. Okay. Zeraora comes back in. But yeah, he's just gonna die to his own chip here. Does Terapagos have a way to win the game? Oh, it's not enough. The T-Bolt's not enough. Wait, do you Rapid Spin? Does Rapid Spin kill this? No Rapid Spin. Unless this 1v1's... Okay, no, he's gonna go this to break the Terra Shell, and then... Wait, why did he roost? Oh, no. Oh, he threw. Okay, no, he does Toxic. Wait, why is Coco faster than this still? This thing must be slow. Wait, does Urshifu kill this? Or live this more so? Oh my god, the crit! Both crits matter, dang. Double crit Starstorm, wait. Oh god. Oh dang, okay. I mean, he was only in that situation because of the paralysis on Cinderace. But dang. Double crit to clutch out the game there. It's not even like he could have played around crit, really. I've definitely... Actually, no. He definitely should have... Not Toxic. I think you should have just tried to deal damage there. I think you should just Thunderbolted. Because he went this turn here. Starstorm. Coco comes in. I think you should have Thunderbolted here. Going for the Roost gave him the extra turn to set up with the Rapid Spin. Or maybe he knew he was going to Rapid Spin, and that's why he wanted the extra bulk. I don't know. I definitely did not like that Roost, though, because if he just went... If this turn here, you know, he just goes for that Starstorm, that kills, probably. Actually, it'd have to crit. It'd also have to crit. Or even Earth Power. Because we haven't seen all this thing's moves, right? Like, if you Roost and Earth Powers you and you die... What was, It was Fizdef, not Spadef. What was this thing set, though? Thunderbolt, Terra Starstorm, Rapid Spin. Calm Mind? Wait, I didn't click that whole game. Wait. This was in Truant, I believe, right? Yeah, it was. Oh, and that's probably what determined if Cinderace made playoffs or not. Oh, no. Cinderace losing their playoffs chance to Rosie there. With a double crit to close it out. Rosie basically gatekeeping Cinderace from playoffs. Dang. Oh, that was a very relevant game. With the gatekeep Gaslight Cinderace. Very, very hacksy game, but also kind of deserved a little bit of hacks almost for that para. I mean, the odds don't add up, but, you know, still very, very important. Okay, this is Viaz versus Leezy. This was submitted by Viaz himself, so I'm sure there's some shenanigans going on. I'm just going to let it play. Actually, we'll return Captains real quick. Terra Poison Gengar, I believe? Or no, wait. I don't actually remember what Terra Captain Leezy has. And Terra Fairy Rhydon? Sure. No idea what the Terra Captains are here, to be honest. Immediate Tri-Attack Porygon. Aggron Mega Revolves. Rocks are up. Wait, what Trick Room? Wait. Why did Porygon Trick Room on this? What? Yeah, wait. Trick Room into Get Parried. Gaming. Huge Water Pulse. Yep. Why did Aggron... Bruh, the double paras. 6 turns in, I finally figured out what side is Vios and what side is Leezy. That's a crazy comment. Aura Sphere doing a ton to aggro on there. Big heavy slam. Chomp is going to get some chip, though, with the rough skin. And EQ does take out aggro on there. Okay. Not entirely sure what they... Protect? Is this Scarf? Must be Scarf Mesprit. Yep. Good scout on the Scarf Mesprit there. Jokerpon comes in, sets Trick Room. I don't know why he has Trick Room. I don't see a clear abuser. I guess technically Paralyzed Mega Blastoise is an abuser. Knocks off the Covert Cloak on Corviknight coming in. He turns out to Rhydon. Terra Fairies, Thunder Punches for 39. Corviknight bulks up. Thunder Punches again. It's gonna Roost. And now Corviknight's faster. Another Roost. Now Rhydon Sword Dances. Okay. Did I watch this game live? I feel like I remember watching this part. Okay, Garchomp comes on the T-Punch. Gonna protect. Does have Terra Blast. Okay. Gets the rocks up? I would have just Terra Blasted. Wait, what was coming in on that? Why didn't you Terra Fairy? Why didn't you use Terra Blast Fairy? Why? Okay, Rhydon takes extra chip. Gets the Terra Blast off. I don't think you needed 2 Swords Dances, fam. Ogerpon takes the Sludge Wave, but this is a Speed Tie situation. Gengar not risking the Speed Tie, though. Okay, knock off again. Iron Bundle comes in, gets body pressed. Big damage on Bundle. Pump does not kill Corviknight. This is probably Spit F Corviknight if I had to guess. I had to wager. Porygon comes in. Tries to Encore. Oh, actually, I remember watching this game because I specifically said something along the lines of Porygon 2 really looked like Thanos there. Okay, Earthquakes. Tri-Attacks. Sword Stand. What is going on? Gets parried. Okay. I guess that para was going to have to happen eventually. Oh, the second para. A second para has hit the Blastoise. With the WoW. The WoW at that. Close Combat Zera. I still don't know why he set Trick Room every time this came in. I really don't know what the picture, what the plan there was. I'm so for, like, Mystical Power, Mesprit, does 0 to this Corviknight. This is definitely Spit F Corviknight. Iron Bundle comes in, gets killed by Dual Wing Beat. I don't like that sack, but maybe he knows something I don't. Ivy Cudgel kills the Corv. Zeraora comes in, Balloon, Plasma Fists. Isn't this really close to Mesprit winning? Buzzwole comes in. Acro tanks that. Oh my god. Oh wait, because he had the balloon. He had the balloon intact, so that Acro did nothing. Oh, that's funny. Wait, does Gengar lose to Mesprit here? Or is it Scarf Gengar? Or does this miss Mystical Power? Endure? Oh. And gets the speed boost. Yep. Oh, very, 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 very good set to close it out there. I don't know what Vios was doing. I'm so for real. Why was this Trick Rooming every time? Was it just for, like, prevent Bundle from... But Zeraor's faster than Bundle. It looks like our thing needs to be played again from the top. And... Covert Cloak. Not even full HP Corviknight. I don't know if this is the right spread, but I guess this is better against Bundle specifically. I wonder what this speed is for. Because normally I would want to slow Corviknight into this type of matchup. Was it for, like, max speed Rhydon, maybe? Bulk up. It was bulk up, so I guess maybe that's why it was so speedy, to be faster than something you can set up on. Max speed, max HP, max attack Blastoise. Garchomp was max HP, rough skin lefties, defensive. Slackberry Gengar, who did not risk the speed tie against Ogerpon, did not want to reveal his set early. Zeraora was balloon acrobatics to make the acrobatics weaker. It was really funny. Technically holding an item. I feel like this game was mostly played for memes. That said, though, if Lizzie had won, Bios could have been knocked out of the playoff standings, so definitely an interesting matchup, to say the least. And then we have 2 more submissions that were just made right after I started stream, basically. Eager, once again, posting the all 10 Mons team. Yep. And oh, is this the blue team game? Because all his Mons are blue. Amazing reason. Yep. X Scissors. Wait. Oh, immediate Scarf Bisharp. We're not green anymore. Get with the times. And if he is a blue tier, he's feeling blue. Amazing reason. I feel like our boy Eager watched my recent commentary where I talked about how there was a video that I watched when I was younger of I'm blue dabba dee dabba die, but they're all Pokemon and they're all blue. Liquidation. Okay. Defense drop is actually huge here. Oh, but it's faster per Marina. Gets the kill. The bit's old. He didn't have a green skin for this one, so he just said the bit's old. Wait, oh, that... Where's the blue? The bit's old. That's so funny. The blue dog was on the opponent's side. I think he's calling Marina a dog. Unless there's like another mon I'm missing that was... Oh. Oh, that's awesome. Grassnot Bisharp. That's so funny. It sets blues. It sets greens. Oh, he lives. And he rain dances. Is he faster? How was he? Was it not Swift Swim? Crit now, dog. I have no idea what is going on in this crash out here. What? I'm so confused. I'm sure if Eager is here to join chat, he would explain exactly what's going on, but... Wait, was this like for fun at the end of season game or something? This isn't Hustle, right? No, because Drite Week? No, this was an actual scheduled game. Okay, it wasn't just for memes. I mean, it wasn't technically just for memes. Whether or not it was played just for memes is another question. Let's see, and then we got Pappy here. Unban Solgaleo versus Prof Drix. This looks like a Swarm matchup, or Hustle matchup, actually. Prof Drix. No, this is Swarm then. Yeah, Drix. That's 7-1. Let's see how this goes. Oh, actually, for Terra Captains, we have Terra Ghost Bellybolt. And Terra Dark on the Clawitz there. Oh, and Terra Poison also on this guy. On Buzzwole. Wait, just immediately Terra's turn 1. Is that for something specific? Is it for Rillaboom? For Acro Rillaboom, maybe? Oh, wait, this is the first round of This is the first round of playoffs in Swarm. Oh, it must be. Oh, shoot. Oh, it absolutely is the first round of playoffs. Oh, okay, this is, we're getting the playoff matches early, but this is, definitely playoffs. Bellybolt getting that charge, and then this is probably going to Terra Ghost, so it doesn't get hit by a close combat. No, it just slacks off. Oh, it did also only take 39 from that. That makes sense. gets the charge again on the Electromorphosis. We got booster speed. Oh my god, that almost just killed. Yeah, you gotta respect the Electromorphosis. He had Iron Treads too that could have come in. Oh, it's probably actually specifically goes to own Treads. That makes sense. Fire Blast. Aggron lives the mixed Mence Fire Blast. And then Avalanches also just barely lives the Avalanche. Wait, just kill this. I would have roosted again, actually. Maybe that was a potential throw. But also going for the Hurricane. 7% chance to miss. Pulse in the USA. Uptown Funk. Fireworks. Rolling in the Deep. Bad Romance. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Pardon in the USA, but I could be wrong. And Wrecking Balls. Are these? No, they're not all Miley Cyrus. Does someone want to contact Eager so he can tell me what the heck was going on in the blue game? Because I'd have no... I saw the crash at the end and I was so confused, but absolutely crazy game. Okay, Togekiss comes in on the Mence. Oh my god, that Hurricane did 50 to a Togekiss? That's actually nuts. Togekiss is very specially defensive. It must be offensive Togekiss or like very, very specially offensive Mence. Okay, rocks are up. On the other side now. Bellibolt comes in. Volt switches. Good chip on the Coco. Blood Moon comes in. It's Lefty's Blood Moon, okay. Wait. This comes in on the Blood Moon. Do you switch to Mence here on the... No, it stays into Earth Power? I don't know if I agree with that. Maybe he was scouting for Moonblast. Clawitzer comes in. Okay, Clawitzer. Is it gonna like Specs Water Move? I don't think that's Specs, but it did a lot. Then he U-turns. Wait, why didn't he just do that again? Wait, what? Is it gonna slack off? Volt Switch? I guess you can't slack off there because that Water Pulse did 46. Maybe the U-turn was expecting Rillaboom to come in or something. This is the Bellibolt sack. It's a little bit of healing into the chip with the Rocky Helmet. Gren comes in. It's +1 attack. Ice Beam to 0. This must be AV Clawitzer. Togekiss comes in on the U-turn. Okay, keeping up momentum here. Does that make sense into the Gren? Gren also did not turn into an Ice type when I clicked that Ice Beam. So not Protein. Rillaboom is in. Okay, switches out again. On the U-turn, yep. I don't know if Drix can win this, but he's definitely playing to his outs. Okay. Terra Flying. Oh, is this... Not Terra Flying. Acrobatics, Gren, Battle Bonds. Notably, it is mixed, so it does have Ice Beam and Acro. This should be faster than this. Oh, it's Scarf Coco. Wait, has it been Scarf this entire time? Okay, U-turn does kill the Rillaboom there. It's clicked Volt Surge and U-turn. Okay. That crit might have mattered, actually. I hope you have a lot of investment. Leech Life? Wait, does this potentially win? Wait, no, it's weak to Earth Power, though. There's no way this lives in Earth Power. Oh, it does win! Oh my god! Okay, so we had Scarf Coco. It did have T-Bolt and Grass Knot. Okay, it just opted for U-turn a lot. Air Balloon Moth. What did Moth? Moth took a ton from Bellibolt early. I had T-Spikes, which never went up. I would have probably led this, actually, if it was T-Spike setter. This was specially offensive treads. Okay. Earth Power, Volt Switch, Rocks, and Spin. Did get the Rocks up at least, I think. Klutzer was AV. With Terra Dark. Terra Dark, but no Dark Pulse. Did it get Dark Pulse? I thought it did. Could be wrong. But with Terrain Pulse, very, very interesting tech to hit like Greninja, I guess. With Electric or Grass. Also, just a very strong move in Terrain. This was modest Salamence with a little bit of HP investment. I don't know exactly what the spread is for. Doesn't seem too out of the wheelhouse. And Jolly Leftovers Buzzwole. Oh, this was lefties. Oh, yeah. I kept asking if it was Scarf. I forgot that it was lefties. I wasn't really paying attention. This was full Spadef Aggron. Stealth Rocks 3 attacks. Granwell's Flying Gem with max attack with a little bit of special investment. I think that crit mattered on Coco with the Ice Beam there, if I had to guess. Oh, it was just 4 attacks, Flying Gem. Probably to try and just clean with Battle Bond. Togekiss was also Choice Scarf. Okay, that explains why it took so much from that Hurricane. Trick, Defog, 2 attacks. Blood Moon was full Spadef. That explains why that Earth Power did so little. Rillaboom was Choice Band with Darkest Lariat. Okay. Darkest Lariat must have been for something that didn't come. Notably, this set doesn't touch Buzzwole at all, even with ignoring Terra, so I'm not entirely sure what this was for. And then full Fizz Def, Rocky Helmet, Belly Bolt with Electromorphosis, making that Electric Terrain boosted Volt Switch with Electromorphosis hits like a bus. And Chilling Water and Toxic. Notably, Trides would have been able to own that with Earth Power, but dang, very, very close first game of playoffs. Holy. I think this was playoffs from what the comment on it said. It's playoffs time. Yeah, it's playoffs time. Holy. But it looks like that's all the highlights we have for today. Let me just see if there's any more matches I missed in maybe All-Star Channel. Actually, I never watched this game. This game was very impactful for standings. It was Alfonso's game. Alfonso barely qualifying for playoffs. I believe he was 4-3. Let's just get right into this. We have, looks like, no Terra Captains from Bunhara, unless they're intentionally running Terra Stellar. And then Alfonso here has got, I don't think they have a Terra Captain either, actually. Unless it's like normal Scizor with Terra Bug. Okay, U-turn Ogerpon off the rip. Counters? Oh, okay. Good scout there. Knocks off the Rindo Berry. Yep, this was absolutely meant to be a lure for that Ogerpon. Alfonso not playing into it, though. This is, I believe, Mega Sableye. Close Combat does a ton to Scizor. And it's Helmet. And then takes the Future Sight for 22 more. Bullet Punch gets some chip on this Lopunny Mega, and then it's going to take some more chip from the Rocky Helmet. But that is a dead Scizor. Ogerpon comes in. It's going to eat a huge U-turn. And Spidops comes in. Not Helmet, though. Gliscor's going to activate Toxic Orb. That's got a crazy color scheme on the Shiny. Spikes are up. That's going to put pressure on this Lopunny long term. Triple Axle on the Tentacruel. Also not Helmet. This is going to protect on the U-turn. Okay. What have we seen from this? Close Combat U-turn Triple Axle. It might not have a like normal stab move. Or it's not a very strong one. Lopunny Mega is going to come in as a sack here on Ogerpon. I don't know if I agree with that sack, but it was just going to die to Spikes, so kind of makes sense. Oh, in the first impression. Oh, okay. Wait, I have not been following chat because I scrolled up. Spite ups. Low kicks at home. That's okay. That's a fire. That's a fire comment. I guess if it's also stakeout, that does a ton if they like have to respect it. Webs are up. Oh, they're just setting all the hazards. I see. Is this gonna try and spin? Oh, it mementos on the turn that Tendricruel comes in. Oh, that's kind of huge. Because now it can't spin on the Golden Go, and this is gonna nasty plot on the flip turn. Wait, what? There's no way Sableye deals with this well, especially after taking 16 from spikes. Make it rain. Don't know if that crit mattered. I'm gonna guess it didn't, but crit mattered, Lamel. No, it didn't. Dang. Okay. Bunhara just calling out the no, it didn't. He knew his calcs apparently. And Iron Valiant under the webs cannot actually touch this. It is Quark Drive's. Wait, did the webs ruin the Quark Drive? Wait, did the webs ruin the Quark Drive? Yo, hello. Hi, Skyhop, Sky. I have no idea what's going on here. Cause booster energy was timid. I think that is booster speed, so the webs actually messed up the booster energy here for Iron Valiant. Granted, I did have Shadow Ball. I don't think that Shadow Ball was doing enough to Golden Go, but it would have helped. What was the spread on, what was it here? Sableye. It was full Spit F. Does that actually matter for this one here? This is, Golden Go. Offensive Nasty Plot. And this is Sableye. Sableye Mega. But it was full Spadef. At +2. Okay, that crit almost probably did not matter. Was this modest Golden Go? It was. Oh yeah, crit did not matter. Crit did not matter. Absolutely did not matter. What does Hru mean? Yeah, very, very close game. Actually, no, that was not a close game. This Golden Go came in and just cleaned house. Funny enough, if Alfonso had gotten one more diff, if they had one more kill that game, that would have put me potentially in the running to be knocked out of playoffs. I guess Camel would have had to win, like, play +2. But yeah, this game that Alfonso had basically cemented me as qualifying for playoffs. Him losing 4-0 there. Because yeah, it was a kind of a tight race given the diff and the strength of schedule. So I almost died. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna be real. If I didn't make playoffs this season, I wasn't gonna be too mad. I was rooting on your downfall. Fair. Honestly, deserved. Honestly deserved. But yeah, I was kind of like, you know what? If I don't make playoffs, I'm not really gonna be that upset. It means I can just focus on my stream more. I can cheer from the sidelines and prep for some other content and stuff I'm working on. But unfortunately, I qualified, so you know. Oh no, I qualified for playoffs. Oh dang. Oh no, I have a chance to try and win the whole season now, even though I only went 4-4. Oh, I only had a +1 diff and 4-4. Oh, I had a very mid-season, but I could still win. Oh, poor me. But woe is me. You did troll Rice Man? Oh, yeah. I knew it, dude. Like, triple monkeys The fact that Simisear put in that much work though that's heat, dude. Mad respect for that. We love the Simisear flex. The Simipour also getting a kill was hilarious. You think you likely play against him, so you didn't want to bring your A game because he might prep for it. I will say, I don't know what you think on the playoffs bracket, but I feel like your matchup into Viaz is probably a lot better than into some of like Shoshin or myself. I don't know about your thoughts on Alfonso, or if Camel had made playoffs, he was likely to play about the same position that me or Shoshin was in. So, you like your Viaz matchup? Fair. Camel is your worst matchup. Okay, I kind of take a brief look and then I was like, dang, Camel might be his worst matchup, so you might want to dodge that. If Camel was gonna qualify somewhere down here. As for myself, I don't mind my Gensuzu matchup. I kind of wanted to get 8th place if anything, because I kind of wanted to play Riceman. Although I might end up playing him second round anyways. We'll see how he fares against Alfonso. Alfonso did lose that matchup earlier in season, I believe. No, they didn't. They didn't actually play. Never mind. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a run back, but it's not. Alfonso has been playing scared the second half of the season, and I think Riceman is going to capitalize on that. So Alfonso's got to really like pull himself by his bootstraps. Are you going to pull yourself up by your bootstraps like I did when I was your age? I'm really on my tangents arc right now. So yeah, Riceman definitely the dominant player, the player to beat in the division. So Alfonso's got a lot of work to do. Gensuzu is a player I have a lot of matchup history with. We go way back, quote unquote way back. It's like, a couple years, but it'll be a fun game against him. I do have a terrain team as well, so I think that will kind of get in the way of what he's planning to do. But like Terra Iron Hands is something you can never sleep on. That mon has got way too much stats and way too many good typings it can turn into. It's impossible to predict. And also his Terra Drifblim has won like I think 50% of his games. So the Drifblim has definitely put in a lot of work as well. And then Matt's playing Shoshin. I think, did they play earlier in the season? I don't think they did. But Shoshin has had a really good season so far. Terra Harns goes at least 1v1. I smartly took Yuxi. Wait, I don't have a Yuxi, do I? No, I don't. No, I don't have Yuxi. I have Pecharunt, which is probably one of the best checks to Iron Hands, though. Because it's got to run like Terra Ground or Dark or something. Oh, he has Yuxi. Gensuzu. Yeah, he has Yuxi. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, he drafted Iron Hands and then took Yuxi because it's a good check to it. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. Draft the checks to your own picks. Absolutely, yeah. I will say, though, his team has no 1000 Arrows resist. He's a lot of ground weak, and Mence does not want to take something from Zygarde. It can't really switch in safely. That said, Mence is faster and threatens it, and Drifblim also... Actually, Drifblim might be able to 1v1 Zygarde with Strength Sap, so I'll have to think about how I'm playing around that. But yeah, that's... I know Mr. Gotor himself, he rated my team very highly in the preseason standings, or preseason predictions, because he looked at all the other rosters this season, and like very few teams had 1000 Arrows resist, and I did take Zygarde. Actually, when did I take Zygarde? I took it like mid-draft. Oh yeah, because I forgot I took first pick Bellibolt. I was like, oh, I must have taken some of these mods early. No, I took first pick Bellibolt. I was jonesing. I was jonesing all the way. You had to. Shoutouts to Pokeam for the amazing draft suggestion. But yeah, no, this playoffs is gonna be very, very tight race. I do not think Riceman has this in the bag by any means. He has had some very, very close games all season, but he's also played very, very well all season. Like, there's been a lot of games I've watched and been like, I don't agree with this decision. I don't think like they played this right. And I don't think I've said that too many times about Riceman. There might be one or two times where he brought some weird setup set, and I was like, okay, that's a decision, but Riceman knows what he's doing. But I think like compared to some other players I've hit replays and made commentary on, I don't think I've really had any negatives to say about how Riceman has been playing all season. So definitely deserved to be up here. And Gensuzu actually also I think has brought pretty much very, very standard, very good, very safe sets all season. So he's been playing very well. Still only 5-3 record though. Very, very crazy close standings up here. The only standings that are really kind of jarred are the lower standings. But both Zap, Azzy, Camel, Bunhara also, they're all veterans of this league, of this division. All veterans of All-Star, and they all just barely did not make playoffs. Dicey Rice at 4-4 as a newcomer to the division, also very impressive. I do believe one of those wins was a activity win. Oh, that was the week that Shark had to drop out. Yeah, Zard also. Zard going 1-7, but winning the previous season is kind of crazy. Granted, not every season goes your way, but like, dang, like, what a tough follow up to his season win. So definitely not keeping that crown for very long. But yeah, I think this game kind of cemented that Alfonso's got a lot of work to do to make a playoffs run, in my books, because they seem to have been playing scared a lot of the end of the season. So we'll see how that plays out for them. I do think their team isn't terrible under Riceman. Like, I think the team matchup is not terrible, but I do think Riceman is on an absolute tear. And we'll see how he fares, Alfonso. Because Alfonso has, actually no, Gliscor isn't even a good Great Tusk check. Wait, maybe he has a bad. No, he's got Kyurem. Kyurem's really good into Great Tusk. He notably does not have a... No, he does have a Sableye. He does have a Dark type, so that's probably got to absolutely come. Although, Sableye gets owned by Lele. He does not have a Lele switch in. Oh, God. Oh. He's going to be like Terra Steel Entei or something. Huh. Actually, he has a pretty bad matchup here. U-turn AV. Hey, actually, yeah, AV Scizor is not terrible. It doesn't, I don't think Lele gets fire coverage, so. He's definitely got his work to do to win this matchup, though. Kyurem does look really good into Riceman's team offensively, though. Oh, there's an Empoleon. Actually, maybe not. No, actually, no, he has Kyurem checks. He does have Kyurem checks. Lele is a speed tie, also. Even Celesteela can handle Kyurem pretty well. Yeah, Alfonso really got to play his heart out to win that matchup. I got to play Gensuzu. I'm actually not too worried about this matchup. I definitely need to do my prep, though. I need to, like, Gensuzu deserves a lot of respect in Builder. He's a very safe player. I've lost to him for trying to bring an offensive game plan. He brought a defensive game plan. Similar to how I lost to Camel, actually, earlier this season in week 3. He brought a very, very defensive game plan. And I tried to bring some offensive cheese and didn't get away with anything. So yeah, very, very by the books type of player Gensuzu is. Similar to Camel in my books. So I gotta respect that type of play. Safe playing, what's that? Yeah, Skyhops, hey, it's my man's. So, and you got your matchup against Viaz. I'm gonna be real, I think Viaz got really lucky this season. I think a lot of his wins were off the back of his opponents either throwing or not respecting him. I think his Overmat win, Matt just did not respect him at all. He did beat Alfonso and Dicey Rice, which those games I think were actually pretty dominant for Viaz, but like, he owned Royce, holy. He also had I don't know. I look at the schedule, and outside of the Riceman matchup and the Overmat, like, a lot of these matchups are people who did not make playoffs. Zap, Leezy, Royce Nover, Dicey Rice. He did play you, though. He did lose to Skyhops. So, yeah, having the run back here is kind of in your favor. Fonzo made playoffs, I guess. What was his he had 0.52. Dude, I have no idea how strength of schedule works. I'm gonna be real. This number is not real. This number is not real to me. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it says. I'm sure it does something math-wise, but like when I gauge like how hard someone's schedule is, I'm mostly gauging by like league history of the player. Like maybe Azzy, didn't make top 8 this season, but they're a veteran of hustle. They always do. Like, what a mysterious number. Yeah, Azzy and Zap are both players I think are very, very solid players that even, and Camel too, actually. Azzy, Zap, Camel, all players I think that very solid players that even if they don't count as a lot on the strength schedule, definitely makes your season harder than it could be otherwise. And conversely, like, I'm being real, I think Viaz got lucky. I think, Viaz being 5th place was a fluke, and if he plays in All-Star again, he'll get buffed out in multiple seasons. And Viaz, I think if Viaz is in chat, he can come and slander me back. I have no shame with that. But I am wishing everyone best of luck in playoffs. No bad blood here, but I'm just giving my hot takes, and that's what you're gonna get. That's what you came here for. Any other big matchups this week in All-Star before I quit my Yap session here? I could show my game against Zap, but honestly, it was funny. I'll show it. This game was pretty silly. I forgot I was going to play him very early in the week, and so I did not spend a lot of time actually prepping, which is the type of thing I hate to do. Via's the type of guy to bring 3 Mirror Herbs this week because he didn't respect Smash Toys their first game. Damn. That's like, I don't know if it's like slander, but it comes off as slander, so I respect the beef. Yeah, I hate this excuse of, I prepped in 5 minutes, but I legit forgot that my match was like gonna be this afternoon, and Zap was harassing me. For anyone who's following the scheduling chat at that time, he was like, "Bro, play now." I was like, "Dude, you said late afternoon. It's like 3 o'clock, and I just woke up." Like, so. Oh yeah. I brought Terra Bug, Belly Bolt, and Terra Electric Rillaboom. Zap here brought Terra Poison, Hoopa Unbound. This game was actually surprisingly close, but I did definitely bring some sus sets. We got the Volt Switch turn 1 with a crit on the Glimmora. This crit didn't really matter, but it was a little bit annoying. And then I think I just Grassy Glide. Yep, just kill this and he gets up T-Spikes. The hazards here I wasn't too worried about. They were a little bit annoying, but I believe I had Defog in the back. This comes in. So this I was really confused by, because he brought like Body Press, Iron Defense, Melmetal, and had absolutely zero respect for the fact that I had a Pecharunt I didn't bring. So either A, he knew I wasn't bringing Pecharunt, or B, he just said, nah, I'd switch into it. I have 3 dark types, I don't care about Pecharunt. So I thought this was kind of silly that he brought Iron Defense Body Press. He has brought the set every week, I agree, but I was like, surely he doesn't bring in, this set into a Pecharunt matchup, and lo and behold, he brought the same set again, and I was like, okay, I guess sure. I just get the defog off. Removing those hazards was huge for me. Yeah, and the helmet chip is actually relevant here on both these mons. I go Belly Bolt here. I think I just Terra Bug immediately. I do. And Terra Blast. I believe I'm Specs also. I believe I'm Specs Belly Bolt, which is why that does so much here. And then this barely lives with Light Screen here. So I just go back to Rillaboom. This is going to set Reflect. And then I'm going to U-turn on the Melmetal here. Unfortunately, the Grassy Terrain is doing a lot of work to help my opponent here. And I explained my reasoning behind this set later. I brought Thunder instead of Thunderbolt on Belly Bolt, specifically to prove to Matt why it sucks. Because the week before this, I played Matt, and he mauled it about missing. I missed a hurricane. I missed a blizzard. No ice blizzard. And I was like, yeah, I don't run those moves most of the time because they suck. And here you see exactly why. I miss another thunder. I missed like 2 thunders back to back. 3 thunders. 1, 2, 3 thunders. I miss. And I literally said I only brought thunder as my last move to prove to Matt why it sucks. And this is exactly the point. This is exactly why it sucks. I'm forced to go into my Arachnid here, because I think it's the only thing that lives a double iron bash or a body press. And my Arachnid set is complete coke smoking, like, terrible meme set. I'm a Mirror Herb, Swagger. I get the first turn, hit yourself in confusion. I go for the Trailblaze to waste a turn of Reflect being up. And then it double iron bashes me through confusion. And then I go here for the Waterfall. And no flinch, no confusion, and he kills me back. Ain't no way. And here, I knew this thing was gonna be whatchamacallit berry, and I totally forgot to play around it because I did actually have Fake Out. I did in fact have Fake Out on Rillaboom, but I had to respect the fact that it was +2 defense, +2 attack. And so here I did not respect the Custap Berry. I should have faked out, because I believe I had Fake Out on Rillaboom here, and I misplayed that situation actually. That was pretty bad of me. In comes Hitmonlee. Gonna close combat this. And yeah, like this game is pretty much over at this point. The double Thunder miss against Melmetal kind of sealed my fate. But I was also like just playing loose. I wasn't really giving a shit. I was, messing around. Here I taunted to respect Trick Room. He just kills me, which makes sense. And then Weavile comes in, and I believe this just does not kill, and then it gets killed back. Yeah, I'm Life Orb. Focus Blast hits. Yep. GG. Alfonso with the thank you zap. Yeah, this losing 4-0 here was really bad for my playoff standings. I was +5 before this matchup. So me being only +1 is mostly because of this game. So I do unfortunately dodge taking the L on that one for the long standings, because at the end of the day, I'm not too unhappy with my playoffs placement. But yeah, definitely could have been punished a lot more for some loose plays here on my end. I might be out of playoffs for that shrug emoji. I sent you my E-Trade. Yeah, Zap was making jokes about how, just DM me $20, I'll give you a free win. So bringing back that. Alas, I was Specs Terra Bug Bolt. Mirror Herb, Max Attack, Jolly Arachnid. I think I did the calcs, and like after 2 Trailblazes, I was faster than something. Probably not, actually. Anyways, this was just FizzDef Helmet, Defog, Lumberry Rillaboom to catch a random. I don't even know what Lumberry was for. Oh, it's for Wisp Rotom. Grassy Seed Unburden with Taunt to catch potential Trick Room off guard, or something from Rotom. Yeah, taunting the Wisp Rotom. And just Life Orb 4 attacks Weavile, because it looked good into a lot of his things that were weak to Ice Shard. So. And Zap. Custap Berry. Oh, he double Custap Berry? Wait. Oh, he just brought. I see. Yes. Missing investment on the Rotom. Missing investment on the Roaring Moon. HP defense weakness policy? What? Well, I never left the ball, but no, it did. It did take a move. Okay, that was certainly a set of all time. Oh yeah, because it took Helmet Chip against something. Skarmory. This was, yeah, I did not respect the Custap Berry, even though I very much so knew it was coming, so that was on me. Max Spadef defense and some speed investment. Sharpedo was Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Endure. This is a funny set. Not even speed boost, actually. Huh. Yeah, Endure Dusty Bond. Wait, but he didn't have. Oh, I guess he could have like Helmet Chipped Hitmonlee down, but like. Wait. Yeah, wait. Huh. Glim was Sash, lead, modest, max Fizz Def. Probably better than max HP for something specific here. And Hoopa was also Custap Berry with Endure. Oh, yeah. Double Endure. Triple Endure. He brought a lot of Endure. Dang. Yeah, he was kind of memeing on me, so. Does that even live a Traxel? What, Rocky? Yeah. This thing definitely lives. It's got, like, 88 defense. Like, I'm pretty sure I died to Taxel before I kill it. Wait, no, because 3 hits isn't enough to actually kill. It does, like, 25-ish. Oh, maybe. Roaring Moon's got a lot of stats. I think it does, actually. Let me check. Weavile. That was Life Orb. And this was Roaring Moon. Let's get a blank set. Oh my god, there's so many. With 248, 252. No, it does not. Is it Impish? It does not live a life from Traxel. Yeah, that's funny. So yeah, so that was my matchup. Honestly, not my brightest moment. But the game was fun. It was so silly. I played bad, but it was so funny. And I think that's like... Oh, where's Azzy? Because this game was actually very important for playoff standings. Because Azzy had a chance to still qualify for playoffs if they won this matchup. Because there was a lot of people at 3 and 4 before this game went off, or 4 and 3. And yeah, this is against Suzu versus Azzy. Immediate lead Ferrothorn into lead Coco. This is a pretty good lead matchup for Ferrothorn. Gonna get rocks up, but it does take 50% from the Nature's Madness, which is a little bit unfortunate because it's gonna need this health for other stuff on this team. I think he was leaving this to catch Samurott, probably. And his Bolt switches out. Ogerpon comes in. Rocks are up. Big Ivy Cudgel does nothing to the Mola, and its eject button. We go into Latios, which loses the speed tie. Unfortunate. But did he not have a better thing to go into against this? I think that crit mattered too, actually. Dang, oh, that sucks. Knocks off the weakness policy. That would have been really, really bad if that went off. Lol, sorry, here's my monkey. I have no idea what he meant by here's my monkey. This was an obvious, like, it's Mold Breaker. Obvious forgot about Mold Breaker. It gets killed by the Stomping Tantrum. And then this is going to take a bunch from Ivy Cudgel. That crit did not matter, I'm pretty sure. Surprised he didn't respect Ability Shield. True, yeah. Yeah, Ability Shield Rotom would have been good. That said, though, if you're in that position, you gotta, like, you click that move to make them reveal what they are, and, like, I don't think Rotom does much back to Ogerpon. Like, you're neutral to Overheat, you resist Volt Switch, and it can't Wisp you, so, like, it has to, like, T-Wave you, maybe? This getting the Electric Terrain boost is very interesting. Gonna Calm Mind here. Heavy Slam, though, still gonna do a ton, and they both just barely live. Wait, why didn't he just... Why didn't he sack this? Oh, he just loses anyways. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I think he was trying to get the kill with the Rocky Helmet. But, yeah, there was quick. There was a safe play. Sorry for the crit. Yep. But we take a quick look. Oh, yeah, dude, this crit super mattered. This was max HP, defense invested Latios. And it was going to agility that turn and probably run away with the game. That said, I think in the post-chat they mentioned this, that Drifblim... Actually, no. Wait, was Unburden going to be faster? The crit was a roll, too? Oh, damn. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, because Azzy had to try and go for a 6-0, which I think why they brought this Latios set, and then it just got completely owned by that knockoff. Um, the real question though is, where is Drifblim? Is Drifblim faster than +2 speed Latios? And actually, does Latios even kill back? I guess +2 attack, stored power. Oh, no, stored power absolutely kills. Yeah. I don't know if Aura Sphere kills Samurott, though. The fact that the crit was a roll is crazy work. His Drifblim is faster. Oh, that's funny. The real question, though, is if Gensuzu would have known that. I don't think he would have, but it depends how seriously he calced it. Because if this was +2 speed and Latios was +2 speed, then, you know, you're probably not expecting Drifblim to be faster than 110 base Latios. But yeah, I believe... Yeah, we have a lot of setup stuff here. Adrenaline Orb. Oh, for the Intimidate Mence. Oh, that's cool. Light Clay. Eject Button. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Azzy went in with the game plan of trying to get a 6-0. Bringing 3 different setup sweepers. Very, like, all-in setup sweepers, too. Electric Seed, Hatterene. Also with stored power. I guess, yeah, trying to punish the fact that the stored powers just get destroyed by other coverage moves. We just Policy Latios. This set's cool. Why was it Roost, dude? When are you ever roosting on this set? I would have brought like Draco or something. Or a coverage move. And it could also just been that, like, even if this setup, that +2 Spatak stored power wasn't enough to break through some things. But yeah, it's hard to know. Hard to know how it would have gone without that crit. It would have been a very, very different game. And Azzy could have been in the playoffs runnings. Unfortunately, though, -12 diff. So if it had been plus or -0, then they would have tied with Alfonso. Actually, no, that wouldn't have been enough. I think they were, like, too far low even before that. Because that was not a 6-0. It was a 5-0. So it would have been -1, so they still would not have made playoffs. But notably, Gensuzu would have been dropped way down from all the other 5 and 3s. And had a very different first-round matchup. He roost on Ogre if he lived the first knock. Oh, maybe. Yeah, true. I guess if knockoff after you lost your item only does, like, 40-ish, you can roost on that. Huh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyways, I think that's the last really big game in All-Star Division this week. There was Royce versus Shoshin. That game was close. But I think I'm gonna pause stream here. It is 7 o'clock. I gotta go get dinner. My roommates are home, and yeah, my plans this evening got a little bit disrupted. But I will be doing another stream later tonight for the OTL League. Last week Tuesday I did a review stream of all the matchups, all the rosters for that season. And they just had their first week, so I'm gonna review. There's only like 9 games. It's a very small division, small season, so I can probably review almost all the games. But I'll be back later with that. I am still looking for a stream guest to join for that, so if someone wants to join, please let me know. I'd be happy to have you on. But I need to go get my dinner sorted and get ready for the later stream later tonight. In other news, for those of you who are here, I will be back more this week. I probably will not be streaming on Tuesday, but Wednesday, I'm going to try and do some Slay Spire, some solo runs on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, I'm still figuring out what my plans are, but I do honestly need to get better at like posting a stream schedule. So yeah, still working on some YouTube video editing stuff, and more to come in the near future. And we will be doing playoffs match reviews as they come up for the NBA to close off the season. So yeah, so stay tuned for that next week. Like I said, I'm always looking for guests on stream, so if you want to be on stream, just let me know. Happy to talk about games with anyone and everyone. So as long as you're a good commentator, or not even a good commentator, as long as you have good bants, you know. As long as you keep the conversation going, I'm happy to have you here. So, Anyways, with that said, I'm gonna end stream. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for the NBA moderators for running such a good season. It's honestly been, once again, season 7 has been a blast. High quality, everything as usual. John's aside, me pinging the wrong people aside, you know, me mildly invalidating, you know, mildly ignoring some of the server rules, you know. Not a good look for your boy, but you know, yeah, we'll be back with more of this next week, and we'll be back later tonight with some OTL, some games. So thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.